Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the commencement exercises of the graduating class of 1993. This marks a turning point in all our lives. All of the hard work and struggling through those late night study sessions have finally paid off. It seems like only yesterday we walked through the doors of Christiansburg High School as scared freshmen, unsure of what to expect. But before long, with the help of our friends and teachers, we calmed down and got into the rhythm. It was our teachers who worked hard to try and shape our minds for the future. Some prepared us for college, some prepared us for the job market, and some did both. I'm sure it was not easy for them, but it appears they have done a good job. And now, as we prepare to walk back through those doors as confident graduates, it is our turn to teach, as we prepare to help shape the vision of a better world. I hope you will enjoy the program we have prepared for you. The graduation committee has worked hard all year to get these final activities ready. I'd also like to thank Ms. Wills for her help in getting all of these things ready. Without her, this wouldn't be very formal. I'd like to thank you for your attendance and attention. Thank you.
The last few weeks of a senior's high school career are filled with a great deal of reflection. Senior wills, yearbooks, and other memorabilia flood the memory with embarrassing moments, funny anecdotes, and times of great friendship. Personal reflection is also very prominent. One tends to remember all their great successes and disappointing failures. As they look back, they can see changes in their own personality, way of thinking, and attitudes. Now, as I look back over the past few years, I see these very things. I see those that were once quiet open themselves up to those around them. I see a tremendous growth in self-confidence since our freshman year. We are no longer intimidated by the unknown, but we openly welcome it. I see many lasting friendships forming and many longtime friends saying goodbye. But most of all, I see God's hand moving in my life. He is the one I thank for my successes, for He gave me the abilities to accomplish them. When I look at my failures, I realize that He was teaching me a lesson that I needed to learn. I look at my friends and see how He placed them in my life for encouragement, stability, and companionship. I also look back and wonder how I could have accomplished anything without Him. I have a hard time believing that I would have been able to have these successes, learn these lessons, and have these friendships without Him having some part in it. This faith in God also helped me to develop a confident faith in myself. My self-esteem grew almost daily, allowing me to talk to people I did not know, to accept leadership roles, and to realize my position as a role model for younger students. This faith in myself helped me develop a faith in my friends as well. I knew them to be dependable, caring individuals that would help me through any difficult situation, and I soon came to rely on their support. And now I ask you, what do you believe in? Do you have faith in a God? Do you have faith in your friends? And what about faith in yourself? I am not going to tell you that you need to have faith in God or even those around you, but I am going to tell you that it is of vital importance that you have faith in yourself. You must realize your capabilities, recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and focus upon your goals. Then, and only then, will you be able to see what you can accomplish. God had faith in me throughout high school to grow closer to Him and to become more like the person He wanted me to be. You need to have this very same faith in yourself. You need to believe that you will accomplish your goals and be more like the person you want to be. Once you have this faith in yourself, then it is very easy to believe in our dreams. And only when you believe in your dreams will you reach any worthwhile destination. And now, I would like the class, if they wish, to join with me in prayer. Dear Lord, I just pray that you will be with us here tonight. Help us to start our journey on the right foot. Lord, help us to realize that you are God and that you have a plan for our lives, Lord. Reveal this plan to us and show us the way that you wish us to live. Be with us all now as we begin a new journey on our own lives. In Jesus' name, amen.
What about us? What about the graduates of the class of 1993? Who will we become? What will we do in the future? Where will we be years from now? How will each of us contribute to society? As we graduate, we will be leaving the safety and security of the high school. Many of us will be forced to face the realities of the world. The rest of us will postpone our encounter with the real world just a little longer as we enter college. Regardless of our plans, we will face new responsibilities and new opportunities as we leave high school. We all have the opportunity to make an impact on the world around us. As the parents, teachers, voters, and thinkers of tomorrow, we will shape society. We have a wider range of opportunity than any generation before us, if we only take the responsibility. Every day, minorities are gaining equity in society. The leaders of our society are drawn from an ever more representative pool of Americans. There's a feeling of change in the world. Dictators and authoritarian governments have been overthrown. People around the world are reclaiming their cultures. Even here in the United States, the voters have indicated the need for change through their support of Mr. Perot and the election of President Clinton. Society is once again making an impact on politics. Opportunities abound. We must only take the responsibility and find the initiative to take advantage of the opportunities. The responsibility to shape society truly lies with each of us. We need not all become politicians to change society. Each of us can contribute our own unique abilities in our own parts of the world. By being productive and meticulous workers, we can improve quality and efficiency in the workplace. By becoming informed constituents, we can ensure that our government is truly representative. By keeping our minds open to new ideas, we can overcome prejudice. By being good parents, we can raise the next generation to surpass our own achievements. We are responsible for making the most of the opportunities available to us. We must use what we have learned to impact on society. So what about us? Who will we become? What will we do? Where will we be? And how will we contribute? We cannot know now what the future holds. However, each of us is solely responsible for what we as individuals become. Ultimately, we will decide our own fates. We all have the opportunity and responsibility to become everything we are capable of being.
winter's come and the summer's fled. What about us? What about us? What about truth? What about love? What about faith in a God above? What about truth? What about love? What about faith in a God above? That's what we believe in. That's what gets us through. That's what puts the meaning into everything we do. That's what we must believe. That's what we have to trust. And that's what about us. What about us?
Last Friday evening, the annual Senior Award Ceremony was held in the auditorium for the class of 1993. At that time, a total of 56 seniors received one or more awards. I would like to read the names of the awards that were presented, along with the names of the recipients of those awards. The recipients will stand as I call their names. I would like to ask that you hold your applause until I have completed the entire list of awards. Phi Beta Lambda Outstanding Business Student Award, Jennifer Nicole Dowdy. Rebecca Lynn Croy Memorial Scholarship, Patricia Lynn Akers. Professional Secretaries International Scholarship, Patricia Lynn Akers. Huson College African American Women in Business Scholarship, Catherine Elizabeth King. University of Illinois Jonathan Baldwin Turner Scholarship, Jill Teresa Johnson. Billy N. Stanger Memorial Scholarship, Julie Michelle Smith. Montgomery County Loyal Order of Moose, number 1470, Outstanding Drafting and CAD Technology Student Awards, Kevin John Bennett and Patrick Lee Hilt. Outstanding Food Occupations Student Award, David Ralph Linkus. First Year Food Occupation Student Award, Mickey Joy Fall. Food Occupations Outstanding Achievement Award, Elmer Alfred Bishop. Outstanding Cosmetology Student Award, Marcia Elaine Hamrick. Outstanding VICA Student Awards, Blair Ronald Allen, David Ralph Linkus, and Sarah Ellen Reed. Outstanding Health Occupations Student Award, Sherry Lynn Bourne. Christiansburg Women's Club Health-Related Scholarship, Carrie Denise Porterfield. D.B. Jurison Memorial Scholarships, Julie Michelle Smith and Donald Ray Surratt, Jr. Rotary Club of Blacksburg Vocational Education Scholarship, Sarah Ellen Reed. Christiansburg Blacksburg Rotary Club Outstanding Vocational Education Achievement Awards, Patricia Lynn Akers, Kevin John Bennett, Sherry Lynn Bourne, David Ralph Linkus, and Sarah Ellen Reed. Christiansburg, Montgomery, Greater Blacksburg Chambers of Commerce Outstanding Vocational Education Student Awards. Patricia Lynn Akers, Sherry Lynn Bourne, and David Ralph Linkus. Community Service Award, Jeffrey Allen Bourne. La Costa Farmer Secretary's Assistant Award, La Costa Lynn Farmer. Perfect Attendance Awards for the senior year only, Kevin John Bennett, Catherine Elizabeth King, Amy K. Lawrence, David Kevin McDowell, James Terrence Miller, Jonathan David Newcomb, Chad Eric Shepard, Charles Stephen Schrader, Donald Ray Surratt Jr., and Jason Lee Young. For the junior and senior years, Heber Clark Ashbrook IV and Anthony DeHaven Bishop. For 4 years in high school, Chad Elliott Jennings. Medalist Award, Carrie Denise Porterfield. Joyous Goodman Athletic Award, David Kevin McDowell. Babe Ruth Awards, Larry Tobias Duncan and Jill Teresa Johnson. United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award, Anthony DeHaven Bishop. United States Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Awards, David William Brockman and Carrie Denise Porterfield. Paul Allen Lamb Memorial Scholarship, David Kevin McDowell. Christiansburg Demon Booster Club Scholarships, Devon Marcel Lewis and Jennifer Lynn Newcomb. Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, Jeffrey George Philippi. John Philip Sousa Award, Joshua Alexander Wirt. All-American Hall of Fame Foundation Awards, Erin Elizabeth Bauer, Jeffrey George Philippi, Angie Lynn Heaster, and Joshua Alexander Wirt. Semper Fidelis Awards for Musical Excellence, Erin Elizabeth Bauer and Joshua Alexander Wirt. National School Choral Award, Christina Marie Bain. Vocal Jazz and Show Choir Award, Carrie Elizabeth Flora. Honor Award in Choral Music, Emily Lynn McNeil. Virginia Tech Arts Scholarship, Joshua Alexander Wirt. Radford University Music Scholarship, Carrie Elizabeth Flora. Best Thespian Award, Teresa Marie Sanson. Rotary Club of Blacksburg Excellence in Fine Arts Awards, Erin Elizabeth Bauer, Carrie Elizabeth Flora, and Jill Teresa Johnson. Outstanding Yearbook Journalism Awards, Jeffrey George Philippi and Jill Teresa Johnson. Woodman of the World American History Award, Jill Teresa Johnson. Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5311 Government Award, John Michael Christian Knowles. American High School Mathematics Examination Award, Patrick Lee Hilt. Outstanding Mathematics Student Award, Patrick Lee Hilt. United States Air Force Mathematics and Science Awards, Patrick Lee Hilt and Jill Teresa Johnson. Virginia Tech Hatcher Scholarship, Patrick Lee Hilt. Virginia Tech Dean of Arts and Sciences Scholarship, Patrick Lee Hilt. Virginia Tech Chemistry Merit Scholarships, Rebecca Louise Cheadle and Carrie Denise Porterfield. Senior Science Award, Jill Teresa Johnson. Outstanding English Student Award, Jill Teresa Johnson. Outstanding French Student Award, Jennifer Lynn Newcomb. Outstanding Spanish Student Award, Tracy Lynn Reed. Phi Beta Kappa Book Award, Jill Teresa Johnson. Top 10 Principals Awards in alphabetical order, Gina Chelsea Babbage, Kevin John Bennett, Rebecca Louise Cheadle, Patrick Lee Hilt, Jill Teresa Johnson, Carrie Denise Porterfield, Tracy Lynn Reed, Donald Ray Surratt Jr., Michelle Ann Yerrick, and Aaron Daniel Zukoski. Presidential Academic Fitness Awards in alphabetical order, Gina Chelsea Babbage, Christina Marie Bain, Kevin John Bennett, Erin Elizabeth Bauer, David William Brockman, Rebecca Louise Cheadle, Larry Tobias Duncan, Carrie Elizabeth Flora, William Shannon Greer, Angie Lynn Heaster, Patrick Lee Hilt, Chad Elliott Jennings, Jill Teresa Johnson, John Michael Christian Knowles, Twan Quuck Wynn, Carrie Denise Porterfield, Tracy Lynn Reed, Chad Eric Shepard, Robin Ray Slicker, Julie Michelle Smith, Donald Ray Surratt Jr., Michelle Ann Yerrick, and Aaron Daniel Zukoski. Belmont II Roriton Club Scholarship Award, Christina Marie Bain. McDaniel Lodge number 86 AF and AM Scholarship, Kemp Edward Cunningham. New River Valley Chapter of the Virginia Tech Alumni Association Scholarship, Rebecca Louise Cheadle. New River Community College Eagle Pitcher Scholarship, Teresa Marie Sampson. District M Retired Teachers Scholarship, Angela Dawn Reiner. Road Chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa Scholarship, Emily Lynn McNeil. Tau Mu Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Clementine Hansley Hurt Scholarship, Michael Deshay Farrow. Simmons Cable TV Scholarship, Amanda Faith Hubbard. Heilig Myers Foundation Scholarship, Angie Lynn Heaster. Nat S. Shiflett Memorial Kiwanis Scholarship, Julie Michelle Smith. Virginia Tech National Merit Scholarship, Kevin John Bennett. University of Illinois Campus Honors Scholarship, Jill Teresa Johnson. Shelburne Scholarship, Joshua Alexander Wirt. Miss Teen of Virginia Scholarship, Tracy Lynn Reed. Lee College Dean's Scholarship, William Shannon Greer. Johnson Bible College College Board's Scholarship, Christina Marie Bain. Johnson Bible College Bible Bowl Scholarship, Christina Marie Bain. Johnson Bible College Christian Service Scholarship, Christina Marie Bain. Frank E. Page Scholarships, Patricia Lynn Akers, Kevin John Bennett, Erin Elizabeth Bauer, Patrick Lee Hilt, Amanda Faith Hubbard, Carrie Diane Kennedy, John Michael Christian Knowles, Lisa Renee Miller, Angela Dawn Reiner, Julie Michelle Smith, and Aaron Daniel Zukoski. Student Council President's Award, John Michael Christian Knowles. Wayne Shepherd Memorial Award, Kevin John Bennett. Cheryl M. Quigley Memorial Award, Tracy Lynn Reed. I Dare You Leadership Awards, Patrick Lee Hilt and Jill Teresa Johnson. Christiansburg Blacksburg Rotary Club Code of Ethics Awards, William Shannon Greer and Julie Michelle Smith. Brian Keith Phillips Achievement Award, Tina Lynn Harmon. 1993 Senior Second Miler Award, Blair Ronald Allen. Christiansburg High School Second Miler Award, Jennifer Lynn Newcomb. And now, would all 56 seniors whose names I have just mentioned please stand for a round of applause. The American Legion School Award is not presented at the senior award ceremony because it is considered to be the highest award that can be given to a member of the graduating class. The award is a citizenship award that is presented to the outstanding senior based on the qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. The certificate that accompanies the award states that the qualities I have just named are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. I am very pleased to present the 1993 American Legion School Award to David William Brockman.
The Salutatorian Award is presented to the senior who has achieved the second highest grade point average in the graduating class. This year's recipient has earned an impressive grade point average of 4.13. It is my pleasure to present the 1993 Salutatorian Award to Kevin John Bennett.
The Valedictorian Award is presented to the senior boy or girl who has compiled the highest grade point average in the class of 1993. This year's recipient has received or achieved a grade point average of 4.23. This student's parents are to be commended for their guidance and encouragement in promoting academic achievements of their child. It is my pleasure and indeed honor to present the 1993 Valedictorian Award to Jill Teresa Johnson.
parents, friends, faculty and staff, members of the class of 93, good evening and welcome to Christiansburg High School and to our 93 graduation ceremony. Before I begin my remarks, traditionally I'd like to thank a few people who have been instrumental in developing this program and who have been instrumental in putting together, in fact, this very gym the last few days. I'd like to begin by recognizing some folks who really help us a lot. Carl Slusher, David Hodge, and the CHS custodial staff for their setup. I'd like for you to understand something. Yesterday at 12 o'clock, the stage that you see before you was not here. We had the old stage with a thrown together piece of carpet. It's the one we used for the last probably 9 years or so. Our stage arrived, our new stage that you see before you arrived yesterday at noon. And we put this together with the help of many members of our faculty and staff. They devoted quite a few minutes and hours to putting this thing together, and we're very proud of them. They had a commitment to the class of 93 that I think was commendable. Also, I want to thank Larry Schoaf and Harvey Booth for their assistance, along with the support of the school division's maintenance department, who come over and help us when we put together this evening's program. The senior class sponsors who have assisted with various portions of the commencement program, many of whom are here tonight with us. The senior graduation committee, and I'd like to recognize these people. They really put together a nice program for you. I'll ask them to please stand and be recognized. This is the senior class graduation committee. And last but not least, I want to thank and commend Shelda Wills, who's our head senior sponsor. She's the person who makes all of this come together each year. This is the 16th year that Shelda has served as the head senior sponsor. It's become crystal clear to me over the past few months that seniors, and mine is no different than yours, get extremely excited as they come closer and closer to the end of their high school careers. With that excitement comes anxiousness and loss of patience and irritation and a sharp decrease in focus, radical and unexplainable mood swings, and all those other symptoms that make life miserable at times for their families. These symptoms, I believe, are common to almost every graduating class, but were particularly apparent to me this year because of my own contact with my own senior. These symptoms commonly describe an illness known around here as senioritis. And though seldom, if ever fatal, a cure is desirable just so life can get back to normal. Excuse me. Well, tonight, seniors, I'm here to cure you of this dreaded disease and to heal you by declaring you graduates. Before I do that, though, I want to take this last opportunity, when I have you as a captive audience, to remind you of two obligations that are probably far from your mind this evening. I'll try to be brief because I recognize that your attention span is short this evening. The two obligations I will be discussing are family and, in a larger sense, community. Let's start with family. And maybe also a brief explanation that what a family is may be completely different for every individual in this gymnasium. In the traditional sense, we've always described the immediate family, people consisting of mother and father, brothers and sisters and grandparents, etc. Obviously, that model no longer describes every family. So to be fair, we all have to agree that family is that unit of people that is closest to you, that have sustained you and supported you, they have taught you and nurtured you and raised you and loved you. It is that unit of people that will continue to do so. They'll do many of those things I've just described even after you've left the nest. And it is that unit of people that is most proud of you this evening for having achieved this significant benchmark in your total life experience. In the months and years ahead, there's a common tendency to overlook and even forget the impact that your family has had in shaping and determining your overall success in life. Each of you has an opportunity from this point forward to contribute something grand to this world, and I have no doubt that if you find and unlock that special talent that is all yours, you will be able to achieve great things. I want to remind you, to encourage you, to continue to look back over your shoulder for those members of your family who believe in you, who love you, who are still there to support and care for you. Don't leave them behind, but instead pull them along with you as you make the critical decisions necessary to begin life on your own. I know you don't agree with me now, but those family members who have guided you to this point are wise, and they do have the benefit of experiences that have strengthened their knowledge and their wisdom over the years. Don't brush them aside. Don't cast them out. You need them just as much as they need you. And it won't matter how many miles might separate you, because if you maintain that inner closeness with your family, they'll always be there for you, and you'll always be there for them. The value of the family unit in the recovery of this nation's greatness cannot be underestimated or understated. Consider it to be of primary importance to you, and then work to make your family unit even stronger as you graduate. The second obligation that I hold you responsible for is to strengthen and be a part of your community, whatever and wherever that happens to be. To ignore and turn away from the needs of your community will lead to the deterioration of our nation in the same way that denial of family leads to downfall. Our school and our school division is in the process of change that will take us into the 21st century. As we go through that process of change, many of the citizens of this community have provided input to shape and guide our direction into the year 2000. Through surveys and panel discussions and town meetings and the political process, our community is preparing itself for change as an ongoing process in the evolvement of our society. I can recall just a few years ago when it appeared that the me and the I syndrome was the dominant thought pattern behind this nation. Individually, people were primarily concerned with what was best for me and how I felt at the time. Caring only extended to the impact on me and decisions that were made that were crucial only to the extent that I was affected. And our success was described only in terms of personal gain. How well did I do? Or how much did I earn last year? Obviously a very selfish and self-centered way to approach life, and an almost certain guarantee for the failure of communities and society. And we have suffered as a society as a result of this narrowness of focus during those times. In our passion for personal success and well-being, we ignored the problems of the world around us and consequently seriously undermined our own personal safety and quality of life. Thank goodness that we're beginning to see some change in those attitudes I've just described. I think that now the operative words are we and us. If we are going to feel safe in our homes and in our streets, then we must work together to ensure that it is so. If we desire personal success, which I'm sure each member of this graduating class does, then it is the responsibility of each of us to see that everyone in our society has the same opportunity for success that we have. That those who are bright and talented and fortunate help those with fewer talents and those who are less fortunate. We must become involved to see that other people are treated as fairly as we would expect to be treated, and to make sure that the needs of others are being met, even as our own needs are being met. We can no longer turn our backs on the problems facing our society, but instead must work as a community of learners, helpers, assisters, doers, teachers, to fix the problems before us. If you, as an I or a me, go your own way, forgetting your friends and your community, concentrating only on your personal success, without attention to those in need around you, your success may be meaningless. You will achieve your success in a world of chaos and disarray that will not sustain your accomplishments or make you feel fulfilled as a result of your deeds. Instead, everything you do to improve yourself personally must be coupled with those efforts that you do to improve yourself, along with your community in which you live and raise your own family. Family and community. They're synonymous words that should drive your thinking, your decision-making, even the selection and achievement of your own personal goals. And even on this special evening, in recognition of the honors and all of the achievement that you richly deserve, remember what part of that achievement was made possible because of the efforts of those around you and those that supported you. You will have an opportunity soon to begin repayment of that debt that you owe to those who have loved and cared for you. Repay it with your own personal success story, but do that within the context of the structure of your family and your community. You're a special class, a class with its own signature and a class that has had a very positive impact on our school. I'm confident that you will be responsible for immeasurable success individually and as a group, and that each of you will continue the proud tradition of this institution. I wish for each of you the very best in life: good health, good friends, good jobs, good feelings of worth and contribution. Thank you for being there for me, and Godspeed as you begin your journey. Thank you. At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. In addition to presenting the regular diploma this evening, we will also be recognizing the following 3 categories of graduates: Board of Education seal, which indicates a 3.0 average in the regular course of study; the Advanced Studies diploma, which indicates completion of 23 credits including advanced study; the Advanced Studies diploma with Governor's seal, which indicates a 3.0 average in the Advanced Studies program, in addition to successful completion of at least one advanced placement or comparable college or university course.
Jill Teresa Johnson, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Kevin John Bennett, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Blair Ronald Allen, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Chad Elliott Jennings, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Emily Lynn McNeil, Advanced Studies Diploma. Tracy Lynn Reed, Advanced Studies Diploma. Carrie Denise Porterfield, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Gina Chelsea Babbage, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. William Shannon Greer, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Patrick Lee Hilt, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. Amanda Faith Hubbard, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's seal. David Kevin McDowell, Advanced Studies Diploma. Donald Ray Surratt, Jr., Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Sharon Maria Agee, Advanced Studies Diploma. Pamela Gwen Akers, Board of Education Seal. Patricia Lynn Akers, Board of Education Seal. Roger Lee Allen, Jr. Jeffrey Stewart Anderson. Heber Clark Ashbrook IV, Advanced Studies Diploma. Allison Marie Bain. Josiah Baker. Sarah Jane Barnett. Jason Richard Basham, Advanced Studies Diploma. Christina Marie Bain, Board of Education Seal. Travis McWayne Beasley. Christopher Thomas Bell. Stacy Marie Bielski, Advanced Studies Diploma. Anthony DeHaven Bishop. Elmer Alfred Bishop. Melissa Ann Bishop. Matthew Barrett Boland. Jeffrey Allen. Sherry Lynn Bourne, Advanced Studies Diploma. Erin Elizabeth Bauer, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. David William Brockman, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Angela Michelle Brogan. D'Angelo Stanley Brooks. Christopher Daniel Carter. Stuart Lee Chafin. Paige Vanessa Chambliss, Advanced Studies Diploma. Rebecca Louise Cheadle, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Annette Dawn Cherry. Crystal Dawn Cook. Travis Todd Cook. Scott Wayne Cummings, Advanced Studies Diploma. Donald Edward Cunningham, Jr. Kemp Edward Cunningham, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Ricky Wayne Davis. Stacy Michelle Denton. Michelle Lee DeVore. Eric Darrell Dobbins. Jennifer Marie Dobbins. Jennifer Nicole Dowdy. Matthew Joshua Dowdy. Larry Tobias Duncan, Board of Education Seal. Lucas Taswell Duncan. Kelly Michelle Edmondson, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. David Allen Elmore, Board of Education Seal. LaCosta Lynn Farmer. Michael Deshay Farrow, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Mickey Joy Fall. Jeffrey George Philippi, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Stephen Carl Fisher, Jr. Forrest Robin Fitzgerald. Christopher Lee Flincham. Carrie Elizabeth Flora, Advanced Studies Diploma. Catherine Michelle Foster. John Robert Futch III. Jason Peter Gabris. Karen Sue Garnand. Christy Ardella Gerald. Mickey Robbie Gillenwater. James Allen Gillespie. Thomas Russell Gwynn. Joy Renee Hairston. Robert Logan Hall. Walter Wilson Hall. Marcia Elaine Hamrick. Tina Lynn Harmon. Scott Nathaniel Harris. Angie Lynn Heaster, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Stephen Christopher Higgins, Advanced Studies Diploma. Marvin Jesse Hinckley, Board of Education Seal. Layton John Hilton, Board of Education Seal. Carrie Diane Kennedy, Advanced Studies Diploma. Catherine Elizabeth King. Tammy Lynn Kuiper. John Michael Christian Knowles, Advanced Studies Diploma. Emily Suzanne LaFawn. Amy K. Lawrence. Christy Michelle Lane. Christopher Stephen Lester. Devon Marcel Lewis. Dana Marie Linkus, Advanced Studies Diploma. David Ralph Linkus. Matthew Wayne Linkus. Eve Rosanna Liccato. Sherry Linnell Lyons, Advanced Studies Diploma. Johnny Lewis Martin. Melissa Ann Martin. Jason Anthony McGrady. Christopher Aaron McHose. Christopher Jason Meadows. Carlos Fernando Mendez. James Terrence Miller. Lisa Renee Miller, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Christopher Howard Morris. Edward Morrison. Erin Marie Nelson. Jennifer Lynn Newcomb, Board of Education seal. Jonathan David Newcomb, Advanced Studies Diploma. Twan Kwok Nguyen, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. James Brian Osborne. Ronald Eugene Parker. Lindsay Ann Phillips. Brian Keith Price. Gretchen Lee Price. Lisa Marie Puckett. Kathy Lee Quesenberry. Stephen Bradley Quesenberry, Advanced Studies Diploma. Melanie Ann Rapp, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Douglas Scott Rasmussen. Holly Marie Reed. Sarah Ellen Reed. Thomas Aaron Reed. Stacy K. Richardson, Board of Education seal. Angela Dawn Reiner, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Benjamin Richard Roy. Brian Wesley Roy. Valerie Annette Salyers. Teresa Marie Sanson, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. David Richard Shaw. Colleen Lynn Sheeler. Chad Eric Shepard, Advanced Studies Diploma. Ray Shepherd. Misty Spring Shepherd, Board of Education seal. Robert Wayne Shepherd, Jr. Charles Stephen Schrader, Advanced Studies Diploma. Everett Houston Sizemore. Robin Ray Slicker, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Alfred Lewis Smith III. Julie Michelle Smith, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Bradley Neal St. Clair. Tina Marie Stanger. Rachel Yvette Stanley. Darren Lee Stevens. Chami Tanaka, Board of Education seal. Alan Wayne Tuggle, Advanced Studies Diploma. Aaron William Tuggle. Marty Ray Underwood. Heather Beth Unger. Stacy Lee Webb. Christopher Brock Whitlock. Christopher Scott Whitehall. Barbara Lynn Williams. Joshua Alexander Wirt, Advanced Studies Diploma. Christy Anna Wright. Melissa Elaine Yates. Michelle Ann Yerrick, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal. Jason Lee Young. Aaron Daniel Zakoski, Advanced Studies Diploma with Governor's Seal.
Again, it's been a joy to work with this class, and now by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Montgomery County School Board, I now declare you the graduating class of Christiansburg High School 1993. Congratulations.